So, mid-season breaks, transfer windows, don't you just love them? So we came back from the mid-season break, and to be honest, the wheels have started to fall off. I'm I can't believe our luck at the minute. I have to be honest. So we came back against HSV. Um, Straight away, we're battling the flu at the minute. Okay, I'm having players falling over left, right, and centre with the flu, and they're out for it's like 7 to 11 days. It's I don't know, it must be man flu for sure. But as you can see, my back four for the first game back didn't look like my normal back four. Next game, a little bit better. Frederick was back from suspension. Um, but then we had other players fall off. I've had my two Brazilians, Danilo and I can't remember the other one off the top of my head. What was his name? Magno. That's him, my favourite player. Both off South American Cup, whatever it is, Copa America. So they're not back yet. They're not even back for today's game, I don't think. Then we played Schalke, and this is where it really hit in. As you can see again, a totally different team to what we've been playing, and they're not good enough. They haven't done anything. So enter the transfer window, and I have tried to get rid of Player and Thuram. Both of them refused to go. The only one I managed to get rid of was Jan Sommer. He came in for one game for me because Heidel went down with the flu, and he scored a 5.6. He was at fault for two of the four goals, and it looked like he'd never seen a football before. It really did. And the shock of it all is he's gone to Man City, which was a bit of a shock for me. He's gone to Man City for 675k. More importantly, I've got £90,000 off the wage budget. So we've made a couple of transfers. Stefan Posch, he was the third transfer that I actually made, but the first one to sign, if that makes sense, which is why he probably shows ahead of the others. Centre half, he could play right back as well. Pretty good stats for what we want. He's a bit older, so I'm gone with a little bit of age now just to get us through this season and make sure we don't mess it up. Udogi, again, he's coming on loan. This guy from, I think it's from Tottenham. Yeah, he could play on the left, and I'm pretty sure looking at him, he'd be able to do us a turn in the centre as well. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I've been saying for the last few episodes I needed to upgrade the defence. And the final one is German Thilo Kehrer. They're both they another loanee, another centre half, but he can play anywhere across the back three if need be. So I've got that depth there now. What's that mean for the team? Well, we're getting back to strength. It was that bad. I was actually dropping this position back in. They give me three in the midfield just to try and shore that up a bit because we had no control there at all. But anyway, looking at it, this is how we're going to be lining up in our next game. Well, possibly not, because I've sort of jumped in a bit early just to cover off the transfer window and what's happening. So I've been trying to get rid of Thuram and Player. Neither of them want to go. They're both adamant. They've both turned down good contracts away. These two are still on international duty. They return on the 5th. And the league table, wheels are falling off, gents. We're down to 2 points ahead of Leipzig now, 12 points behind Bayern, which that's I've said all along, haven't I? I don't expect us to do any good against, I'm not battling Bayern this season. I'm trying to stay in this second place. So we do need a turnaround. First, we've got Wolfsburg. So this is a very important game. And we're going to play them tomorrow. I probably should do that on camera, but it's been that soon since we were last here. If we go back to the schedule, we were here for the Bayern game, weren't we? So it's only literally, and the Freiburg game. So it's only 3 games since we last did our footballing video. And I was planning to sort of come back here towards the end of the season and do one here and then one here. But the Wolfsburg game, I don't want to play them both, do we? I'll have a think about it, but I'm expecting to come back. This is just a transfer update for the start of this, and I'm expecting to come back down here somewhere. Borussia Dortmund probably, and then Bayern. Okay. Welcome back. As you can see, the wheels haven't just fallen off. I've completely lost them. I've tried everything I can think of, and it's just not working. 1-0 up in this game. Own goal will give it away. I don't know why he's showing us 2 goals. That was definitely... Oh, sorry, wrong game. Frederick with the own goal. 1-0 up. Looked really good. And we're playing teams off park. We're just not. I don't know. I hate winter breaks. And I've had nothing but injury problems since. But we got knocked out of the cup. And it's not looking good. It really isn't looking good at the minute. I mean, I've been here before with this team where we're staring down the barrel a little bit, and I don't know how we're going to turn this around because we've had the team chats and everything, and it's just not working. So we're going with a totally different tactic again today. Or I'm going with 2 up front. I'm putting Magno up front with Thuram. Scheidel, who's playing quite well. He's going to play left. I didn't realise he was not 100%, so I may have to change this a little bit. We're going to give Polino a run there. I'm not going to play players that aren't fit because I really do need a result here. It's not looking good at all. Danilo, since he's come back from international football in January, he's not the same player. Struggling to get him fit, and yeah, we've stopped passing the ball. We're getting caught on the ball. We're not closing down anymore. I've changed none of the tactics. It's just none of these things are happening at the moment. The players are all disagreeing with the team lineup. The new players I signed, this guy, I mean, he looks the part. And he's played what? 3 games, 6.53. Unbelievable. 2 yellow cards. Mistake after mistake. Riegel getting caught on the ball, left, right and centre. Kone giving the ball away, left, right and centre. Frederick looks like he's never defended in his life. I've never seen such a fall off in my life in form. We were cruising. We were cruising in second place in the league, and suddenly we're not. So yeah, today you've seen the team. We really need to turn this around. If we don't, I've lost 5 on a trot now. I've lost like 7 out of the last 8. We really need a result, or we're really up against it. It's got to be. It's got to be a good win today. We've really got to get rid of this form and come out all guns firing. We need to win. I need to win, or I'm going to get a sack, and this series is going to be over today. It's disappointing because we cruised through the European rounds. And I don't know. It's whether it's because Summer went and he was a team leader, but he wanted out anyway, and here we're getting Van de. Oh, that's nice. It's the first time he's really been. And this is what I mean. We made the tackle, broke up the attack, and then give it straight back to him. We're just really struggling. Of course it's awarded. In the last game I scored a cracking goal disallowed, and they went straight up the other end and scored. I just don't know how to turn this around at the minute. I think the heads have dropped that much that it's just I've seen this happen before where the heads drop and you just cannot get. I thought we had a better team dynamic than that, because we were going behind and pulling it back, but all of a sudden, I mean, the last game we were 1 up and everybody was like 6-8s, 6-9s and 7s, and then within 10 minutes everybody's down to like 6-5s and 6-4s, and so anyway, the only way is up, so to speak, or it's out the back door. Vigo with a good effort from long range. So yeah, I'm at a loss for words, guys. I really am. I didn't expect to come back this early, but I thought I'd better add because this could be the end of the save, and not in the way that we thought to. I know a lot of people put themselves as unsackable in these rebuild games, but if you don't do it, you don't do it. Why would you be unsackable? That's not real. It's nice to see that since we went a goal down, we have actually took the game to them a bit. We are a good side, and I just don't understand how we're. And I mean, I've got to be honest, and that's nice. That's I've brought him back. I've dropped him a couple of times. He missed a few goals, so that's 1-1. We are a good team. Maybe this is what we need going. I don't know. This luck's got to change at some point, guys, hasn't it? I put the extra guy up front today to try and give us more options, and look, it's just, to me, we're dominating the game. And in the last game, mind, they had one shot on target and beat us 2-1. It's just, get it, that's it. Into Vigo now. He's played it in, and that's going to be offside again, and I'm at a loss for words, guys. I honestly fear the sack. It's not looking good. It really isn't. And I mean, you've seen what it was like last episode. We were on cloud 9. We were absolutely rocking it. We beat Dortmund. We give Bayern a run for their money, and this is pretty much the same team. All I've done is bolster up the defence, and I know when we come back from the pre-season, we had injury after injury. Everybody caught my cold, and we had loads of players out for like a week, 10 days. I had a couple of games where I played 4 youth players in the team because I just didn't have enough players. And since we just haven't got it back, and this is we're just following the ball around. We're not going at it like we want to win. We're literally, and that's better. That's good play by Thuram. And that's through the Schneider up, and that's 1-0, and that's got to count, surely, yes. So we need to push on now. We've got to really get a result. We need. I'm on the floor, I tell you. I just can't believe a turnaround. I thought we were rock solid second place team here. Really made big steps towards challenging Bayern, and obviously not. I really don't know. I know I didn't have any money to spend in the transfer window. I was sort of half hoping they were going to suddenly drop me a couple of million in, but they didn't, so I've had to go down the road of loanies just to bolster up the defence. And who knows, one result can turn it around. If we can get a win and then build on that, that's what we need. I'm going to have to make some changes in a minute. I've got Schoderlips only just coming back from injuries, so I can't really risk him for the entire game. And I'm trying to go with my more experienced players here at the minute. That's the only thing I can sort of think to turn this around. Even the goalie, since summer's gone, even the goalie has given up. He really has. It's been really, really difficult. And I'm not even sure where else I can go here. I haven't got enough players to really come on and make a big difference. And I mean, I'm more worried about taking too many off. I want to give him a chance out there. He is a good player, but he's not doing it, is he? But I've got nobody unless I put Thuram out there. I know, or would Plea be a better player out there? No. I don't think I've even got another. I could put Luke on there up front and see whether he can do something. And yeah, we really do need to be turning this around. I'm going to demand some more You know, we need to be winning this game. Now, in previous games, we've closed this down, won the ball, and I don't know, the players just seem to have lost that zip. I know when the morale's down, they do go off and lose their formation and their ability. And here we go, play it. No, he's just out for a Sunday afternoon jog, isn't he? He's not interested. I really need to get this through here, and that's through again. Player is just, there's no interest there, is there, in getting the ball and challenging and looking for the winner. And that's a goal, but is it going to count? Referee's keeping, he's got his finger in his ear. It was tight. And we've not had any luck. We've not had the roll of the ball at all. And maybe that's the bit of luck we need to make the difference. You know, in the previous games we've gone one up and then our heads have dropped when they've scored. So this time we went one down, and we've actually managed to get back into the game. So I'm hoping that this is going to get us through, and we can hold on here. But we need, we need a good. Well, I need this result. I definitely need to win this game. We've got the next round of the Europeans coming up, and is this going to be onside? Was he offside when he got the ball? Can he finish it? Nah, can he, heck? I've tried to get rid of him and he won't go. He's on stupid money. So's Thuram, and that's what they're giving me one-on-one, and can't even... And he was top scorer last season. Do you know what I mean? He in the Bundesliga, not just for us. Not quite sure what happened there. I thought he just put that wide, but we'll take the corner and keep the pressure on. After this corner, I'm going to make my final changes, get some fresh legs on. But Frederick, breathe in space. Yes. Gotta hope that we're this is us finally over that rotten run. 3-1, let's have a look, see what I can do just to try and shore this up a little bit. They're having good games for a change, but I want to keep people fresh. Vigo can come off. Niels can come on there. This guy, I'm disgusted with him. I can't believe what a mess he's made of my back four when I've picked him. I can't really blame him. It's obviously something that we've done. I really don't want to change everybody in the midfield. There's 10 minutes left, 2 goals up. And that's it. So let's see how we go with this. But I can't just blame him. I mean, it's something we've done. I've done something, I've tweaked something and it's not worked. And then, but in all honesty, all I've done is bolster the defenders. I said all along that I needed to get another couple of centre-halves in, or players that could play. Oh. That was a cracking goal, wasn't it? Players that could play across the back four and give me the ability to rotate. And I shouldn't have took my midfield out, should I? God, what a finish. Oh dear. Back four is struggling again. I'm just too scared to change them for any of the others at the minute. Need to build the confidence that Posh is the only one that's coming. Frederick's got an injury now. Frollo, that's a nice ball out wide. He's the only one that's coming in. Done well actually, Adogi. And a couple of minutes left. Let's see this through, guys. Well done. So here we go. We go through the motions again of trying to build up the morale. We're invincible, I thought, for this season. So that's a much needed win. As you can see, it's got very close here. Oh dear, oh dear. So we got Eartha Berlin next, and we will come back for that one. Narrow me. Well, see, they say narrow, but I think, yeah, I suppose that's a bit closer than it looked. I thought game-wise we actually deserved the win. Um, but yeah, we're. I can't believe that. How am I still in a job? How am I still in a job? Delighted with that, but he's been woeful. Anyway, guys, enough doom and gloom. We've won today, so that's better than if we'd lost. I'm here because I honestly expected to get a sack this episode. So yeah, we've won 3 points. Let's hope we can build on that in the next episode, in the next game. Okay. Oh, here we go. Then we're in today for the draw for the Europa Conference League. So we're see what it is. The last 16, so it's not going to take too long. I normally just forward to my team, but we'll see how long it goes. And we've got Paul Hartley today. Do I know him from anywhere? I don't recognise him. He's Scottish. He probably played for a team at some point. So this is a knockout rounds now. So it'll be interesting to see who we're going to get. AK, Young Boys. There's some good teams in the mix for sure. Leeds, that will be a nice one. Oh, I was joking. I don't think we're ready to take on Premiership sides anyway. So anyway, I'm going to advance that to the end now. I've So we play Leeds, who are 13th in the English Premier Division, so maybe that's not too bad. So since you were with us and we managed to scrape a win, we've had a few more people drop out with colds. Okay, Benzaban is the latest one. He may be back for tomorrow's game, but I don't know. Connor Nobbs picked up an injury as well, but he's not a first team player, and twisted ankle there for Decore isn't a first team player either, so that's not too bad. I'm hoping we're getting back to some level of first team players being available so that we can rotate. This is a big concern. Yeah, I'm disappointed with recent results, mate. You're not the only people that aren't happy with losing. I'll tell you that for nothing. I had a nice 60% win record up until a couple of days ago. In this save, I don't know why I did that. I got it completely wrong. Yeah, I was at 60%. Where am I at now? 56. Not too bad really for a save. That would be quite good in most saves, but this one, it's a bit of a concern. So we're playing Hertha Berlin today at home. Can only be good. I'm hoping so anyway. Van der Ven showing pleasing progress. You know what I think about Van der Ven. I think he's been a find of the save so far, to be honest. You know, he's one of my first signings, and he was only signed as cover, and yeah, he's been very good since he got in. I think I signed him anyway. Memory's not all there at the minute. So team today then, I pretty much picked this before we went away. I'm just checking Tete's back fit, players out. I know I'm quite fickle with some of my players. Danilo needs to come back in. He can replace Gluck, who's struggling in this setup at the minute because I've taken away this position and he's not as good as either of my wide players. Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle to find playing space for him. Oh, that's not what I was planning to do, is it? Because Burkhardt's injured. What am I doing? All over the shop. So we're going to put him in for Vigo. Vigo, that was what I had planned, and I got the wrong player first time round. So theoretically this should be a good side. This guy's got amazing stats. I just hope he can do it. He's had one shot so far for me from about 8 yards out, and he hit it like a rifle shot. He really did, and it flew about 300 yards over. It's still circling the moon now, I think. But anyway, that's today's team. We got Heidel in goal, Posh, Frederick, Van der Ven and Udogi across the back four. So I have replaced both fullbacks with the new signings. Danilo and Kone, that could be a reason. Kone and Denmark, I forgot that when I set this up, it was I put them in the back, and I need to push them forward. So yeah, that's where I want them. Shardlip and Tate in wide players, and then Magno and Thuram up front. Thuram doesn't like running. I don't really understand why, because he's got the acceleration and the pace, but I've never really seen him use it. So hopefully today he's gonna. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm just gonna double check that everything's okay. You're really paranoid at the minute about the team I'm picking. So yeah, I'm hoping these are going to go out and do the job. That we're going to pick up another 3 points today, get the board off my back, and we can start relaxing, put this bad run of play behind us, and start looking to this Leeds game. Yeah, I absolutely love this stadium, by the way. I'm not ready to leave it yet. We've got some good nights ahead of us, so that's what we want to do. So here we go. And I've clicked pause, haven't I? Sorry, guys. So early in the game. These are sort of lower mid-table, so they shouldn't be a difficult team to beat. We should, the way we've been playing this season, we should be absolutely storming past them. But, oh dear. Oh, good. It's not just us with those sort of football boots then, so that's a good thing. But, yeah, we got a good stack, good ball in. Can we get onto this? No, we're not. And that's good, that's posh. Picks that up, Danilo. Magno down to Thuram, and he's at the bar. And then there's no movement. I don't understand. I'm sure in other versions of the game they would go for those second balls, and they're not now. Maybe I've been playing this that long, I've forgotten what the other versions were like, but from previous years. But I don't seem to see a lot of movement to the ball. Magno got the angle of that wrong, didn't he? Thought he was going to make a challenge for that ball. Fredericks winning the headers again, thankfully. Danilo down to Kune. Kune's to Thuram. Scheidel in behind. No, it's been cut out. And he's in again, Scheidel up. I know I said about him learning the language. It's really made a difference to his game. And he's on the screen. And there you go. We're 1-0 up. Magno, my super kid. He's coming on really well. And the two of them, I bought them at the same time, and Magno slotted straight into the team, and Scheidel just didn't. And turned out it was because he didn't understand what anybody was telling him. I don't even give it a second thought usually after I've signed him. He was on the intensive language course right from the minute I did sign him mine, but I forget about those sort of things. And Tete hasn't shown anything at the minute, has he? And here we go, and that's 2-0. This is so much better. Suddenly we're clicking again. Deep breath, because hopefully that's us. Oh, come on, ref, we need this. Thank you. Hopefully that's us over this little hiccup. I mean, I was really worried, Danilo. I can smile again. You wouldn't believe how much this does get you, and you actually do get down in the doldrums with the players, because you're there racking your brains on what can you do to improve it. In games we've dominated with many more shots than this, and we've been losing 1-0 with them with one shot, and it's very frustrating when there's no reason for it. I'm hoping, so I did think maybe I'm firing blanks up front. Teams have got wise to a second half of the season, one player up front. So I'm trying to build this morale up again now. I'm trying to get the guys back on side and back into winning ways, so slide it up. Oh, I thought he was going to get one in there. And yeah, I've never known, and it's not like I made huge signings. I brought in 2 new defenders, which I put straight into the side in the full-back positions, because I think it's Alvidi, or whatever his name is leaving at the end of the season. He's already signed a contract with another team. The other full-back was injured all the time. I was playing Wold, if you remember. He was coming in, so he's getting that chance now. We're 2-0 up. I can afford to start being a little bit more adventurous with that. I've got players that are expecting playing time, and I just can't give it to them, because I've been really struggling to get the team to win. And I feel I want to make another sign in here. I want to give him out, try and keep Nets fit, because we've got the European games coming up, so I'm going to have to rotate more on them. And I'm really tempted to rest Danilo, even though he's playing well, but Viegel dropped straight into that. So yeah, that's my 5 at 75 minutes. That'll do nicely. And we should see this game out now. 2-0 up. We're not going to throw this away, are we? I wouldn't have thought. And that's a nice finish by Van der Ven. I love that boy. There's a few kids in this team that I've brought through, and I'm quite chuffed with them. You know, they're competing in the Bundesliga and doing a job. And that's a very good header from a tight angle. And this is nice to see too, guys. Bit of green on the ratings. And this could be the result that really cements the comeback or the turnaround in fortunes. A bit of a giveaway there still. Like I said, this TT is meant to be a good signing, but he's not really shown me anything yet. It makes me think he's going to be great. And what a take that was under pressure from his own player. And that's offside, so we can forget about that one. See, I don't mind when there clearly are offside, but I'm sure some of it is a bit, just to dig the knife in when they know you're in a low position. But that's a good win. 3-0 at home. I'll take that. Totally dominated the game. Like I said, we couldn't just become a bad team overnight, could we? There had to be something there that was causing it. I'm hoping now that we're over it. This is a worry that Wolfsburg are right on our tail, but we are. They've got games in hand. That's why I thought we'd close the gap. They've got to play each other again, I guess. I've played Wolfsburg both. I think I've played Leipzig. I'm not sure. I don't begrudge giving him some money. He's done a cracking job since he's been in with us. And yeah, he's getting there now. Let's have a look at the team dynamics before we end this episode. We're starting, and happy to have been. Yeah, I tried to sell him. Yeah, he wants to play all the time. I signed him, and I'd already had my team. I could only put 3 in, and he's really upset that he's not in the UEFA Conference team. Wants to go to Man UFC to further his development. They haven't even asked for you. Why would you? I mean, I'll stick you on the development list, mate, but I can't see somebody like Man United coming in for you, to be honest. You're in our second team. Okay, we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to leave that like. It does help with getting the video out there for other people and getting me known on the system. I'm learning all the time. I'm hoping I'm improving things as I go. Bit down in the dumps at the moment. I'm full up of cold, as you can hear. And this blooming game makes you ill as well sometimes. Not ill, but you know what I mean. So yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you soon. Thank you.